But basically, the weight, the heaviest items want to be right up against your back, kind of centered in the backpack. If you noticed, I didn't really have anything hanging off the bag. Sometimes you'll see where people hang their sleeping bag on the bottom or their sleeping pad on the bottom or start stacking stuff on top. We've been able to get everything into the backpack. It really reduces weight swinging around. Over a 10-mile day, that swinging motion is really going to put a lot of wear and tear on your body. So if you can get everything into a backpack, the better. Typical starting sizes for most people in backpacks is probably the 60 to 70 liter. This happens to be, I believe, a 65 liter backpack. This is packed as if I was going solo for a weekend. The advantage of having, a partner in backpacking is you can kind of start splitting up the weight. So if you can find somebody to share a tent with, and you're okay with that, you can, meals, tents, a lot of things can start being shared, and you can really divide up the weight. Right now I was carrying 31 pounds. When we go together, we can get that to maybe 24, 25 pounds each, because as we start losing weight, we start adding extras and fun little stuff, which I'll get to later.
What size is that pack?
This is a 65 liter. I used to have an 80 liter. That's the first backpack I ever bought. I just sold that yesterday. 80 liters is one of the bigger packs you can get. It's pretty much my entire torso. The problem sometimes when you get too big of a backpack is if you give yourself the space, you're going to fill up the space. Another advantage to a smaller backpack, if you can use it, is everything weighs a little bit. And that backpack alone that I used to have, the backpack alone weighed 6.5 pounds. It was a very nice backpack, but before I even put anything in my bag, I was already at 6.5 pounds. These flash packs from REI, I think this is 2.5 pounds. The black one Brenda uses is a little smaller. I think it might be right around a pound and a half.
What size is that one too? Just for
That's
ladies?
like a 45 liter.
Yeah, for ladies, 45.
Yeah. 45 liter would be really tough when you're a beginner backpack to actually do a solo trip in a 45 liter. 65, 70, that's usually the recommended size.
Get my rubber band down.
Oh, am I about to hit you?
Nope.
With all your kind of experience, can I say anything?
Yeah, a lot of these backpacking tents nowadays, as you saw, we have the stuff technique into the bag and the compression sack. There's different thoughts on both of those things where you should fold the tent nicely and put it in a pack. The stuffing method, the advantage is it never quite gets folded the same way, so you never get the same amount of wear on the tent in the same areas. So, and it also gets down to a lot smaller size, and